The history of Scotland is a story of rich culture, fierce independence, and complex relationships with its neighbours, particularly England. Here's a 5-minute summary of key moments in Scotland's history. Scotland has been inhabited for thousands of years, with evidence of early hunter-gatherer societies around 12,000 years ago. Neolithic peoples built monumental structures like Skara Brae, and later, the Picts, a mysterious tribal society, dominated much of Scotland by the Roman period. When the Romans invaded Britain in the 1st century AD, they built Hadrian's Wall to keep the Scots and Picts at bay, never fully conquering the land we now know as Scotland. Scotland began to take shape as a unified nation around the 9th century under the reign of Kenneth MacAlpin, who is traditionally seen as the first king of both the Scots and the Picts. This laid the foundation for the Kingdom of Scotland, though internal conflict and Norse Viking invasions from the north and west remained challenges. Scotland's fierce desire for independence from England dominated its medieval history. After the death of the child Queen Margaret, Maid of Norway, England's King Edward I attempted to assert control. This sparked the Wars of Scottish Independence, during which iconic figures like William Wallace and Robert the Bruce rose to prominence. Wallace's victory at the Battle of Stirling Bridge, 1297, and Bruce's triumph at the Battle of Bannockburn, 1314, are key moments in the struggle. Bruce went on to secure Scotland's independence in 1328 with the Treaty of Edinburgh-Northampton. In 1603, King James VI of Scotland became James I of England after the death of Queen Elizabeth I, uniting the crowns of the two countries under one monarch. However, Scotland and England remained separate political entities with distinct parliaments, laws, and religious traditions. In 1707, the Act of Union officially merged the Scottish and English parliaments, creating the Kingdom of Great Britain. While this brought economic benefits for some, it was deeply unpopular among many Scots at the time, leading to widespread unrest and dissatisfaction. The union with England and political struggles over the British throne led to several Jacobite risings, the most famous being in 1745, when Charles Edward Stuart, Bonnie Prince Charlie, attempted to reclaim the throne for the Stuart family. His army of Highland clans won early victories but was ultimately crushed at the Battle of Culloden in 1746, marking the end of the Jacobite cause and the beginning of harsh measures to suppress Highland culture. Scotland became a hub of innovation and industry during the Industrial Revolution, particularly in shipbuilding, engineering, and coal mining. Cities like Glasgow flourished, while intellectual movements like the Scottish Enlightenment produced figures like Adam Smith and David Hume. In the 20th century, the decline of heavy industry and economic hardship led to political shifts. Scotland gradually sought more autonomy, leading to the establishment of the Scottish Parliament in 1999, with devolved powers over many areas of government. In 2014, Scotland held a referendum on independence, where 55% of voters chose to remain part of the United Kingdom. However, with continued debate over issues like Brexit, the push for Scottish independence remains strong, and it continues to play a major role in Scottish politics today. Through centuries of conflict, creativity, and change, Scotland has preserved a distinct identity, rooted in its rich cultural traditions and ongoing quest for self-determination.